И действительно я нервничал, именно когда он гонял вес. Последние 2-3 килограмма я тоже не уходил.
Дядя мне говорит, ты такой серьезный путь выбрал, дерешься, где собираются лучшие бойцы мира, 7 миллиардов людей со всего мира, здесь собраны лучшие бойцы, становится топ-10, ты дерешься с 5-м номером в мире, и ты на что-то жалуешься. А вообще кто тебе сказал, что будет легко? В психологическом плане в своей голове не допускаю ни малейшего шанса, что я могу проиграть.
Он все время был в работе. Ел или спал.
Выдержать Конора затащить на канвас, однако ударов пока с его стороны нет.
Да, но опять же дистанция 5 раундов. И спешить, да, пусть болельщики гудят, да, пусть это не самый зрелищный бой сейчас он показывает, но он следует своему плану.
Да, и контроль-то на стороне Хабиба.
Абсолютно.
Если он будет контролировать так весь раунд, то раунд отдадут именно Хабибу.
А ведь 2 минуты еще, 2 минуты работать. Конор Макгрегор атакует, причем открытой ладонью бьет, и здесь Кhabib Nurmagomedov тоже попадает справа, неплохо достаточно.
И говорю, не знаю, я говорю, как мне быть.
Это как будто просто берут тебя и сажают в тюрьму. Вот такая тема. Просто как будто тебя изолировали, ты не можешь выйти, погулять, с друзьями увидеться. Я думал, может, Всевышний мне показывает на то, что я должен оставить. Ну, отец меня переубедил.
Maintain in the game in the gutters where I still pick it. I'm trying to hustle up a meal ticket. I'm still wicked in my way.
All week we move with our own bus, with all my friends, with everybody. And UFC told me, hey, you guys have to go with one guy. Okay, I go, they come with 40 people. What changed? Nothing. But he have to ask his friend why he eats slab. He have to ask him. If you think he man, he have to ask him. This is what I think.
Yeah, dead when I get my hands on you, do you hear me?
I never drink.
You're fucking dead.
I never drink this
I'll
shit.
drink it. Me and the oldest Boston animal, Dana White, the OG of the fight game. He'll sup this bad boy.
I think it's gonna be a long night for him. It's gonna be a long night.
Yes.
He knows this.
Lord, save me that.
He knows this. He knows this.
That's what I'm talking about. I came here to have a buzz with this. I almost didn't get the glass. I almost didn't get the bottle into the arena. I anticipated that. I anticipated that they weren't going to let me in with me big bottle, so I had a little sloy bottle brought in. You know, you see how tricks up me back pocket. He's a glass jaw. The Chechens, my Chechen friends, the Vainaki soldiers, they told me that they have chicken jaws in Dagestan. And I believe them because I know a glass jaw when I see one. And I've seen this man wobble many times. I've seen his brother sparked unconscious in another promotion. I know he is afraid of a smack.
Conor, question for you. Fill in the blank. Conor McGregor.
I'll drink his.
Conor McGregor is going to blank Khabib when you guys meet each other.
Stomp on his head as he's unconscious.
There it is.
Your last fight
right now,
embarrassing.
I am most
we were
active
laughing in the Brooklyn
and
lockup.
dominant
we were
UFC
laughing in
champion
the
right
cell
now.
in Brooklyn at
This
you.
is my third fight in the last
Shoy
9
boy.
months, you know, and 26-0, never lose round. And I don't know what this guy talking about. I don't understand what he gonna do 6 October. He think whiskey gonna help him? I don't understand.
He's a rider now. What they want from us, motherfucking thug niggas. Used to love niggas, now I plug niggas and slug niggas. Am I wrong? Niggas making songs trying to get with us. Must be gone, no stress. West we trust to the chest I bust. Then we ride till the sun come shining back to brighten up the sky. How many die? Heard the crew chief was trying to do me. Look, bitch, I cut your face. This ain't no motherfucking movie. Then we watch the other two die slow. Castrated, entertaining at my motherfucking sideshow. Bam, set my planet mode. Time to exterminate my foes. I can't stand you hoes. Now label this my fucking trick shot. My lyrics running all you cowards out of hip hop. When we ride on our enemies, you can still see my prophecy.
It's been a war zone in my camp. We have been preparing for war. So, I mean, all you got to do is look at the images and the videography that we've released through my team, McGregor Productions. We have released and shown glimpses, only glimpses of the true hard work that we've put in for this camp. Broken orbital bones, broken zygomatic arches, swallowed teeth. And if you're afraid of a smack off me, a smack will feel like a double-barrel shotgun. So, I believed inside the force, but I have been wrong before. I will be prepared for 5 rounds. You're looking at a fighting veteran. I've came through it all. I've been through it all. I've been on both sides of the world. Trust me, mate, I'm ready for a long night. You hold on to legs for dear life. That's how you fight. You talk chicken this, chicken that, you shit your jokes when shit came on top. But you actually fight like a little shitty jokes rat. Anyway, you die for the legs and hold on to them for dear life. What kind of fighting is that? What kind of man, what kind of way of fighting is that? But this man is a glass jaw bum, and I'm gonna shatter him like that glass was shattered. May God have mercy on its soul on October 6th.
Khabib, do you have a prediction?
Next question.
Assalamu alaikum. Your little fake belt over there, you be a guy, number 11 ranked, a real estate agent, and you bring that belt up on stage like it's a real belt. You're a phony, a fake, and I'm gonna expose you. Now you're up on the real shit, kid. You're with the real dogs now, brother, yeah? And you're gonna be smoked October 6th.
This is show his weakness. He showed me his weakness. He think when he, with 40 people...
I showed you my bare hands. First thing.
Okay,
here's my hands.
Like
no weapons.
205.
Get off the bus, mate.
Okay, 205. You guys remember when we meet in backstage?
Here I am with no
he was very nice guy.
With no.
He was very nice guy,
weapons.
but
I don't give a fuck what he's gonna try and do. He's gonna be swinging wildly like he is, sloppy, shooting for the legs. He's an amateur. He's a 20. Would you believe he's 26-0? I've never met an unbeaten amateur in the professional game. I mean, he's fucking fought nobody, absolutely nobody. Anyone that he's half fought has been decisions. He's in over his head. I'm gonna pick him apart and bully him in there. I do. I honestly I like Nick's little bro. You know what I mean? How can you not like him? He's like a little cholo gangster from the hood. But at the same time, he coaches kids jiu-jitsu on a Sunday morning and goes on bike rides with the elderly. He makes gun signs with the right hand and animal balloons with the left hand. So you're a credit to the community.
And then the God came and blessed you with it. Yeah, right. Now about that coffee.
Fuck you think you talking to, man? This ain't nutso. This ain't that dope head on the roof taking orders from you. This ain't the same little brother following behind you trying to go outside. This ain't the motherfucking man no more. I'm the one. Why me? Plans that's been God. Try me. I'll be damned if I die. Come look at the rage in my eyes. Gee, they got my homie in the jail cell. Now it's the rebel and the devil, and one of us is going to hell. I got the whole place covered with love thoughts.
Guy came in. He went in for you. He went the full distance with you.
Yeah, exactly.
He went what?
He went the full distance. He went the full distance with you, he said. See that belt you have on your lap there? The one that you're proudly representing?
It's okay. This
when I won that belt, I sparked the guy inside 2 rounds, dominated him, dropped him 3 times in the first round.
I don't think
Madison Square Garden, the home of the
Introducing the challenger, the former 2-division UFC champion, the notorious Conor McGregor!
Yeah, I mean,
he's never been sat on
Michael
his desk
Johnson
ever.
starched Dustin Poirier with 1 punch. Don't forget about that. Michael Johnson can fucking punch.
Yeah, he's explosive as shit.
Yeah, I mean, he caught Khabib, and Khabib got rocked for a second, and then weathered the storm, took him down, smashed him. It was a total dominant performance. Yeah, if you look at his performance, like
inside that octagon, 21 times, I think, and
Ragdolled
he was a college wrestler.
Mm-hmm. And a strong guy too.
Yeah.
Abel strong as shit.
And that's Gleason T-Bow. When is that? 2012. That's that juicy.
Yeah, the real big fight was the Barboza fight, and then Al Iaquinta was, I mean, as his last minute gets, and he still went 5 whole rounds with Iaquinta, which was interesting for a lot of people. Like, I talked to Eddie Alvarez after that fight, and he was like, very interesting.
I love
very
Eddie.
interesting. Yeah, I was like, this is you saw a lot of things in that fight, huh? And he was like, yeah. He's like, you know, once the fight got into the later rounds, and he's still standing up with guys, you're like, oh, whoa, all right.
It's so interesting to me because when you talk to anyone from AK, obviously they're super pro Khabib, but they're like, dude, this isn't even a fight. Like this, what do you? This is one of Khabib's easier fights. He's definitely had way tougher matchups. I'm like, you're crazy, man. They're like, you should see Khabib go against Ed Ruth, who's an All-American Penn State wrestler. Like, he fucks him up. He takes him down. I'm like, what? But that's, you know, that's
wrestling.
That's that wrestling, you know, that dance, that rhythm. Conor's not on that rhythm.
No.
You're talking about a different animal.
You're talking about a guy who is one of the best fencers in the game, meaning can, like, jump in with 1 shot and put you out. And he can do it moving back. He can do it moving forward. He can time you, and he'll be very calm in there. You will get the very best Conor McGregor.
He's also no slouch on the ground. People think he's just going to get taken down and like get crucifixed right away. You're out your goddamn mind. The guy trains with Dylan Dennis. He's brought in these Dagestani wrestlers. Like, he's training with the lead of the lead. He's you know what Khabib's going to do.
Yeah.
It's way easier to train for Khabib than it is Conor. I'll tell you this, dude. I'll tell you this. I'm not being a hater. I'm not being some sort of Debbie Downer. I don't think it breaks 2 million pay-per-view buys.
You might be right.
I'm not seeing it, man. Like when Conor fought Floyd, or when Conor Nate Diaz too, I couldn't go anywhere
without
Starbucks, anywhere, shoe store, car dealer. Everyone, dude, Conor Floyd, who you got, man? Everybody and their mom. Now, very rare. Maybe at one of my shows someone will bring it up, but
there's something that Conor didn't want to do for this fight, and that's massive promotion.
Yeah, but so does that mean it's not as big? Like, who's that falling? Is that Conor or the UFC?
It's Conor.
It's both.
He doesn't want to do it. Well, the UFC has a model, right? And it worked in the Jose Aldo fight. That model is you just promote the holy fuck out of a fight. You travel the world. You promote the shit out of it. You scream at each other at press conferences. You do all that stuff for months and months and months, and those things sell like crazy.
If it's Conor McGregor.
If it's Conor McGregor.
So
well, who have they ever done it with besides Conor McGregor like that?
No one really sells like that. They, you know, a little bit with Ronda, I guess, but she didn't have the same kind of chops as Conor. So Conor's the only one, but you know, I don't know. Maybe it's because he had a layoff. Maybe it's after the Floyd thing. I think it does well. I don't think it breaks Conor versus Nate 2. Well, I don't think it breaks 1.6 million.
What I think happened was Conor made $100 fucking million, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna train."
You know, I think there's that, and it also goes, I'm not. That took so much energy to do all that, and everyone knows me as that guy. I have the toughest fight in my life coming up. I'm taking every precaution necessary not to overtrain, not to use all my energy. I'm in the fight of my life, and I'm going to train like it. I'm shutting down everything. You can post the fucking me throwing the dolly through the window 1,000 times. I'll do the press conference on Thursday. Other than that, man, I have got to get ready for the fight of my life. That's the way I'm looking at it.
I think you're right, and I think this is the fight of his life. I think stylistically, it's a nightmare matchup.
I think it's a nightmare matchup for both of them. I think anyone who goes, oh, Conor, you know, he can't wrestle, he can't do this, he's just going to get taken down and pounded out. You're so off, it's not even funny. You don't know the game, man.
He absolutely is capable of stuffing a takedown or two in the early going. That's what's up. Because in the early going, he's got that stinger of a left hand.
His movement,
his footwork, and Khabib is going to know that coming in. He's going to be a little hesitant. He's not going to walk towards him like Edson Barboza did, or he did in the Edson Barboza fight.
You can't.
Because Barboza is mostly kicks. Barboza throws a lot of kicks, a lot of Thai-style kicks, and Khabib just put a tremendous amount of pressure on him and then got a hold of him. But Conor's going to crack him with hands, and his footwork is way better.
Yes.
He's just way better at moving in and moving out.
I think when people go, it's either Conor starches him and gets the KO, or Khabib just takes him down for 5 rounds and pounds him out. I think it's a classic fight. I think it's back and forth. I think it's a fucking dog fight.
Yeah.
I think it's a fight of our lives, man. I really do.
I think you're probably right.
I think you're getting a fucking great fight from two guys where there's more on the line than just win or lose. I think with Khabib and what he represents, and talking to his team captain, Josh Thompson, he goes, Khabib's going to retire after this.
Really?
He wants to beat Conor and retire.
Really?
He wants to retire like the Floyd Mayweather of MMA, 27-0, beat the UFC's, you know, poster boy, and he walks off in the sunset. Unless they get him a super fight with GSP or something, he's done.
Really? Wow. That's shocking. He's young.
Very shocking. But think how long he's been doing this.
Yeah.
I think since he's 4, he's been fucking up grizzly bears. So he's like, all right, I'm over this, man. And not to mention, he lives with his family, man. He still lives with his mom and dad, his wife, and his 2 kids, same house.
Wow.
That's what kind of monster you're dealing with. And then for Conor, I think it's a legacy fight where, you know, he's coming off the Floyd Mayweather kind of train there where, you know, it was a success either way you look at it. He made $100 million, and he competed against the best of all time and lasted more rounds than anyone thought, and trained for a complete boxing match, so his striking's going to be better going this fight. But for him, it's not about the money. You see him, the one interview he's done on Mac Life, you can see it. It's like, it's a vintage Conor. We go, oh, shit, we got one here, man. This isn't, you know, the Floyd Mayweather's more of a show. Like, you know, we didn't think he was going to win that. This one, you look at, oh, shit, that's vintage Conor. This motherfucker's coming to fight. And he
Выскочил. Ноги остаются заблокированными.
Да, пытается вывести таз Конор. Перекрывается и включает свою левую Кhabib Nurmagomedov.
Да, серия ударов закрывает рукой лицо Конора. И вновь Кhabib оказывается в маунте. Какой же раз в этом бою? 2 минуты до конца 4-го раунда.
Удушающий можно проводить, есть замок.
Да,
пошел удушающий.
Нет, через подбородок. Здесь скручивание шеи. Пытается не сдается. Уничтожен! Уничтожен Конор Макгрегор! Уничтожен! выигран Кhabibом Нурмагомедовым, который остается.
Ну что, ребят, закончился бой. Я даже не успел поблагодарить за подписчиков. У нас 10 тысяч подписалось уже. Просто прикол в том, что у нас зависла ВК-трансляция, и надо сейчас было посмотреть. Все, давайте, спасибо огромное за то, что смотрели у нас. Спасибо за то, что мы набрали такую аудиторию. И надеюсь, что сейчас вы не забудете о нашем канале. Просто возьмете и нажмете колокольчик. Благодарность за то, что мы все-таки провели эту трансляцию. Хоть как-то. В Ютубе просто не было нигде. Я надеюсь, что вы меня сейчас слышите. Спасибо огромное, что смотрели. И спасибо огромное за то, что подписались на нас. 10 тысяч подписчиков у нас уже есть. Я надеюсь, что вы сейчас еще нам поможете с этим набрать аудиторию. Если что, ссылки все в описании. Не за что за трансляцию. Пишут. Спасибо. Не за что, ребят. Не за что. Мы надеялись, что проведем трансляцию. Мы смогли ее провести. Вот прям я сам в шоке, что не заблокировали ее прямо сейчас. Спасибо.